So I present to you, if you are not familiar with, a gentleman by the name of Mark Passio. I'm always late to the party, but when I get to the party, I want to make sure I get the full effect. So it is my honor to share this gentleman's teachings with you. This is his video. Check out the name, check out the channel, all that good stuff. And once again, it's not an argument, it is not a debate, nor is it a question or a judgment of one's absolute relation to the Creator, the divine essence of everything. All right, it's not an argument, it's not a debate. However, if you are able to open your ears and just listen to the words. People get caught up on this, believe that. I don't believe. What makes you believe? What makes this? Well, he ain't the only one. And a lot of the ideas that he goes through and breaks down for you in this 3-hour part 1 of what I find pretty much the best presentation in the occult knowledge that has been hidden from us blatantly. So, without further ado, Mr. Mark Passio, my hat's off to you, sir. Lots of respect for the work you are doing, and I plan on continuing to learn from your seminars. Boy, are they good. Let's get into it. There we go.
People have been sold a fake bill of goods. And because they don't have the discernment capabilities to distinguish between the fake and the genuine, they are the blind being led by the blind. And where will that take you? That's going to take you into chaos, suffering, and ultimately oblivion. That's where it will take you. That's where it is taking us. I ask people, what has organized religion really done to help the world? Is the world in some kind of a great place for all the thousands of years it has existed? We're descending into tyranny radically. More and more people are under mind control. More and more people are completely ignorant. What's religion done in all of its history to alleviate that ignorance and suffering? Squat is what it has amounted to. Nothing. All it's doing is giving people false hope and a false version of reality to believe in their ignorance. And all that's going to do is create more illusion that leads to more suffering. Well, what we need to be doing is discerning reality for ourselves and understanding the causal factors of what got us into this condition in the first place. Only by making that diagnosis of causal factors are we ever going to change the current human condition. Why did true Christianity have to be co-opted? Had to be co-opted. They could not allow this. The controllers of the world and the ruling class of the world could not allow this esoteric philosophy to breed. They had to rein it in. Authentic Christian teachings were subverted as they were handed down through the centuries. This presentation will examine the many...
Oh yeah, it goes deep. It goes really deep and gives a really good breakdown of exactly how we got to where we are at this moment in history. This continues, then I'll just end it here, but yes, the minimize technique. Thank you, Mark Passio. I'm so glad I found you. Away already. 1140. That's a 44 code.
Ways modern Christians have strayed dramatically from the original esoteric Christian knowledge and practices. It's imperative that this topic be brought into the light for open discussion if humankind is to direct itself back upon a moral path. The mind controllers and social engineers of the world needed to co-opt these teachings and pervert them, because those who knew this information would not ever be easily controlled or brought to the bidding of the ruling class. If you understand the esoteric variant of Christianity, you are not going to be controlled externally by a manipulator or a manipulator class of people. You are going to understand your individual sovereignty under the Creator, and that is going to lead to a being that is non-manipulatable and uncontrollable. The rulers of the world can't have that, folks. They want us fighting with each other eternally. That divide and conquer method weakens us and strengthens them. The main purpose of all false religion is to control people by distracting them from an accurate understanding of natural law. Natural law is what I refer to as the most deeply occulted information on the face of the earth, because it's the understanding of what real morality is. And the controlled class does not want you to understand real morality, because they know immorality is what keeps them in control of the masses of people. That lack of understanding creates infighting among the slave class and makes them far easier for their masters and the ruling class to control. This is simple dialectics and divide and conquer strategy. One only needs to look at the history of war, division, and distrust that religion has fomented in humanity, and the endless suffering created by people who have claimed to be acting, quote-unquote, in God's name. Some of the worst deeds in human history have done by those claiming that they had God on their side and were acting in His name.
And that is a fact.
Religion is the one and only problem in the world, folks. It's the one and only problem. People, they'll do these little Facebook memes, where they'll say, if you could alleviate one thing in the world, what would it be? And my answer is always the same: religion. Because if you understand what religion really means, you understand it is not doing anything good for anyone. It is what is holding us back. The word religion itself comes from the Latin verb religare. The verb religare means to bind, to hold back by tying, or to thwart from forward progress. So if in ancient Latin you describe tying a horse to a post so it couldn't move, you would use the term religare. To tie it up, to thwart it from moving away, to keep it where it is. That's what religion does. Now there's an alternate definition of religion, which means to tie back to or to reunite with something. And I would suggest that's what true religion is, meaning there's only really one thing that is true religion, and that's truth. We need to reunite with truth. We need to reunite with true morality. That's how I would use the term in the positive sense. But in general, religion is the hidden hand behind all world domination and control. Not money and not even government is ultimately at the top of the food chain and what is really directing the dark occult agenda. People will often think, it's people in the government, it's the shadow government, it's the deep state. And then other people will go, no, it's the bankers, it's the international bankers, the World Bank, etc. No, folks, it's religion. Religion is at the highest end, the highest, at the peak of the pyramid of control. Because what ultimately controls the world is a priest class, a sick, demonic sorcerer class. Believe me, they have a religion, and they're giving it indirectly to people. Make no mistake about it, religion is the force that runs this world. It's the entire problem with this world, specifically the false religions of authority, government, and money. Not just the cultural religions do we define as religion. Do I define as religion? You ask people, what's government? And 99% of people or more will not tell you government is a religion. But it in fact is a religion because it's something that thwarts our forward progress in consciousness. Money is a religion because it also holds back our progress in spiritual understanding and consciousness.
So, Mr. Mark Passio, on behalf of my sphere of influence, I thank you for your work. It is paramount if humanity has any fighting chance in defeating. Yeah. So, make sure you like and share. More importantly, to share, because the more people that are awakened to real truth, as you put it, it is the only way. Natural law. Yeah, I gotta check that one out. Natural law seminar. So, on behalf of myself and the entire establishment, I thank you. Have a wonderful evening. And happy researching. Okay. Till next time. Ta-ta.